You see that TikTok has been banned in a state? Oh yeah, I did. Here, I'll bring that down. I didn't look into that, so how does it work? Montana banned it. So how do they enforce that? The ban could come into effect in January. Yeah, so I've seen this tossed around a lot that it encourages dangerous activities. It's referring to like the challenges, like the stealing Kias. They mentioned throwing objects at cars and lighting a mirror on fire. Like that happens, and I actually just read a story today about the 13-year-old boy who died as a result of the Benadryl challenge on TikTok. But it's also not exclusive to TikTok. Twitter does that same shit. It's trends. But yeah, TikTok absolutely does have that problem. It's just not one that's completely exclusive to it. Thanks to the resub Manny, Australia, River, Lease, Valding, and the gift sub Craw. And the resub Rage. Not as many kids are on Twitter. I think you'd be surprised, man. There's a ton of kids on Twitter. Thanks to 10 gift subs, Ethereal. Thank you for the big drop. Hope you had a good day. The resub Branch and the Prime. S and the resub Aura. So the legislation makes it illegal for app stores to offer TikTok. It does not, however, forbid those who already have TikTok from using it. Carries a penalty of up to 10K. Interesting. That is pretty wild. Seems like a hard thing to enforce, like with VPNs and all that shit. I don't know how you'd make sure Montana residents don't have access. There's a resub. Cootie, Sapphire, and the gift sub Subatomic. And the Bits Subatomic. I don't have any advice, but I do like Florida. Thanks to Bits Tuxedo. And the resub Soft. Thanks to resub Prodigy. And C. Just bans them from the app stores, that's it. Yeah, it's what it said. But even still, if you just VPN and change your location out of Montana, you'll still have access to it, right? Because this is Montana only. Unless I'm misunderstanding. I have seen that Kachow. The prime cheese. The resub Nesso and Pius. I did see Jinxie hit #1 for subs. Huge congrats. Yeah, he fucking crushed it. Mudahar already has a video on the TikTok ban. That was quick. Yeah, I'll check that out then. I am very curious to see how they feel like they can enforce this because it seems completely unenforceable. Thanks, resub Red. Why did Kai get banned? I don't know. There's no info on what he got banned for, I don't think. At least not last I saw a couple hours ago. Yeah, no idea. Exit tier 1 Dirty, tier 1 Kote, and tier 1 Georgie. Oh, what the fuck? And the holy shit, the 30 gift subs ethereal. Holy fuck, thank you for that. Thank you for the big drop. Really appreciate the generosity. God damn. Twitch is not good at explaining bans. Well, it's not that they're not good at it, it's that they just don't. They outright refuse to explain why someone got banned, even to the person who's banned. They don't tell you. Thanks to tier 1 Rex and the resub Manny and Goofy and Crimson. He signs to kick. I think there's a good chance. Well, actually, I take that back. I think you have to put in perspective. I don't think Aiden would have made the switch to kick if he wasn't kind of forced to with Twitch. He's making way too much money on Twitch to switch. Even if Kick offered him a fat deal, I just don't see him switching. He has a consistent community here that he's pulling in unreal numbers. It would be hard. Am I planning on watching the Power Rangers 30-year reunion tomorrow? Probably not. Isn't Dr. Disrespect still going to be suing Twitch? I haven't heard any updates on that, but he should be. 100%. Twitch has a massive problem in explaining why people get banned to the people that are banned. Thanks to tier 1 Chuck and the resub Jesus. The Bits Tuxedo. Yeah, I guess maybe. Can't say I saw that, Butter. One of his Discord mods just said he'd be back. Yeah, like I said, I don't see him switching to Kick or anything or going to any other platform. Twitch is just, it's too big for him. There's just no shot. I would be beyond surprised. There's resub AK and Salty. Thanks to the Bits Tokyo and Starfire. So if Jinxie has the #1 subs on Twitch but 11,000 viewers and someone like XQC has 60,000 viewers, do you think Twitch has a bot problem? No, man, what? It's simply more people sub to Jinxie for the sake of getting #1 than actively subbing to XQC. Jinxie's been popping off, but a lot of that was a push for the #1 spot, so it was like a giant hype train moment. It has nothing to do with bots. Jinxie also has a charm for subbing, so there's more of an incentive. Oh, true. Yeah, something else working in his favor for that. Thanks to resub Grenade, Mazo, and Turquoise. Yeah, it's still a bit hoarse, but not too bad, Jay. Thanks to the resub Dumpster. Did you watch Pope's Exorcist? Just made a whole video on Pope's Exorcist, man. That movie was not even fun bad. unfortunately. It was just straight up fucking awful. It's a shame. Thanks the resub loan. Stuckman liked it. Really? I just don't know what there is to like about it. It's the most generic horror movie you could ever imagine. And it doesn't do anything even remotely close to trying. It's just such a throwaway movie. Thanks to the bits, Am Karim and Tuxedo. Yeah, it was just boring bad. It wasn't like fun bad. There was a couple fun bad moments, but it was overall just boring bad. People are speculating Kai's ban came from him broadcasting the shoes kicks in him. Nope. 100% no. Train goes live on Twitch to literally advertise Kick. He does like his press statements for Kick on Twitch. They're not going to ban Kai because he showed Kick shoes. No shot. That's not why. Opinion on Kick? I want Kick to do well. I've said this a million times. I want Rumble to do well, too. I want every streaming platform to do well to compete. Twitch needs competition. YouTube's doing a good job of competing, and the more players we have in that game is good for everybody. Kick has a big problem right now, though, with like the content that it's become known for. Like that guy that keeps fucking prostitutes on stream. Like it has an image issue for sure. And they need to come out strongly against some of the shit like that. Like it's so weird. And like actual just porn. Half the time I go on there, some of the biggest ones are porn. So there is like actual problems just optically from Kick. But another big one is the site is super janky. Like a lot of the stuff on there is very primitive. Is that just allowed on Kick? No, it's not. They even came out and said they hired like 200 new mods and are like heavily enforcing their terms about nudity and shit. So that was like a day ago or 2 days ago. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Kick is not really competition for Twitch since it's using Twitch AWS feature as its backend, so it's directly paying Twitch for streaming framework. Yeah, I saw that nothing burger of a story. You realize like 90% of like everything in the world uses fucking Amazon AWS? That's just like an actual nothing statement, really. Thanks the resub Bank and the Prime Mikey and the resub Ari. But yeah, I do want Kick to like actually pop off to compete with the big boys. Same with Rumble. I really do. Rumble's terrible. Yeah, no. Rumble and Kick are not amazing right now. I'm saying ideally I would like them both to get better. That helps everybody if both of those services get better. Thanks a resub. Bibby, Dominus, and Wes. I'm sorry to hear that, Wes. I'm wishing you the best. Would you be okay with Kick having an adults-only category? I feel like it could work, but they'd need actual ID verification. Like it'd need to be completely gated off where you'd need to actually submit government ID to confirm you're 18 years or older. But then that'd still be a bad look for the service overall, so it'd still be a tough road to watch, or a tough rope to walk. Thanks to the resub modest boner in tier 1 bunny. Yeah, I was talking to Rex about Kick. This is very topical. Rex got banned on Twitch and they didn't give him a single reason for it. Well, I mean, the reason they gave him is the boilerplate. Apparently, he got banned for violent hate, which is crazy. But when Rex tried to ask, like, well, what triggered this? What did I do? They just resent him the same email and then said, you've now used your one chance for appeal. So, Rex is now on Kick. They didn't even say what he did or what happened. So Rex has been on Kick and he was telling me like it is fucking janky as shit to use. Like even like I said, even outside of just optics and like the reputation it has for a lot of like the degenerate shit that happens there, it is just still very primitive. A lot of the functionality isn't in place right now, but it can over time. Thanks to the gift sub bubble and the resub HGH and the prime phenomenal. Oh, sweet. Well, thanks for that stuff. And the resub Smoger. That's pretty cool though, Cap. Oh, that sounds nice, Christian. I can check that out. Probably not tonight, but tomorrow. Thanks, resub Panda. Do you see Kick going down the same path as Mixer? Tough. I don't know. I feel like Mixer had a lot of things working against it. One, the site actually looked like a mobile game. It literally looked like Fortnite if it had a streaming service. And no one really wanted to be on there. It was convoluted with a ton of nonsense. Like you could tip lemons. You'd have like a lightning bolt mode. You could enter like Goblin Zone. Like a ton of goofy, stupid, childish shit. And they only got 3 big streamers ever on their platform that they paid for from Twitch. So the second they went offline, all of those viewers had nowhere to go except back to Twitch. Kick is a little different in that people are going to it almost organically because the split is so good, 95-5 to the streamers. It's getting a lot of streamers that aren't banned, but overwhelmingly their streamers are the banned ones. So they just have more streams in general. So it's a little stronger than Mixer right now. I don't see it going down the same path as long as they can keep updating and improving. I think they resub Metalhead, Shadow, and Tier 1 Peck. And the Bits Bunny. They'll probably adjust those rates once they're more successful. Nope. I actually disagree. I think Kick, and really any streaming platform, honestly, can indefinitely run with a 95-5 split. I think people fail to realize just how low sub revenue is for a company like the size of Twitch. It is far from their big driver of the bottom line. So I really feel like Kick could absolutely keep that. Not sure, Eric. Interesting question. Kind of Nesh, but not exactly. It's not anything different than any other partner has. I keep seeing this tossed around. Kick was made just because of the ban of gambling on Twitch. They're losing so much money, but it's only up because it's owned by Stake, and Twitch has never made a profit. So I watched, and I guess this could all be bullshit, but I don't have access to the numbers. I watched Eddie, Steak Eddie. He did an interview, and he claimed that Kick was already profitable in Q1, which is crazy. It's a crazy claim, but I feel like he might actually be right. I think the way they're making money right now, if I had to guess, is the people on that platform that are in the gambling section are directly feeding to Kick. So I feel like all the streamers that are streaming gambling on Kick are getting a lot of conversion to stake themselves, which is turning a profit overall. That would be my guess if he's being honest with that. Like I said, it could be all bullshit, but right now Kick doesn't have a ton of people on it, so it could almost be reasonable. I thought Twitch had half its revenue through subs. Not according to like Devin Nash and a few other sources. Streaming or sub revenue from streaming is really not that big for a platform. There's the resub relic in who's. Yeah, like I said, that kick claim could be absolute baloney. I have no way of knowing. I just feel like it could be true if I had to try and like spitball how it could be true. Then what is? Do you really have to ask? The number one revenue driver for like streaming services sponsors, the ads. That's why the big push for Twitch is ads.